Hey guys, how's it going? Today let's play a platformer game called Muri. This game is very old school like, it's very retro, and it actually came out a few years ago, 2013, developed by Muri Games. So yeah, even though the game looks very retro, the sound is like very old school as well. And so is the gameplay. It's actually a pretty recent game, so I picked this up on Steam, and yeah, just gonna try out some gameplay from it. I'm gonna pick an episode here, just like the old DOS games. Number 1, easy mode. Let's try that. Looks like another game about aliens. Okay. Okay, so the first thing you notice about this game is that it's very similar to the old school DOS games, the old platformers of 1991, 1992, of days gone by. In particular, I think this game reminds me of Commander Keen and Duke Nukem 1 in particular, just the style and the graphics. It's and the sound as well. It really reminds me of those type of games. Except Muri can crouch. That's something that Commander Keen and Duke cannot do. But in other words, yeah, the gameplay, the sound, the graphics, everything is very similar to Duke Nukem 1 and Commander Keen 1. So that's actually a pleasant surprise, because I don't like games that are too modern these days. I feel like they have too much weight to it. There's too much focus put on story and stuff, and not enough on the just plain old gameplay, you know? And that's why I play a lot of old DOS games, is because I want to have just gameplay. I don't really care too much about story. I just want to have some good old-fashioned killing bad guys and stuff. Not to mention, a lot of the old games are kind of harder. They're more difficult. There's nothing to help you. There's no like waypoints, no GPS or something. There's no like secret thing to help you throughout the map, if you even get a map at all from the old games. Most of the old games I played, DOS games and stuff, you pretty much die in just a few hits, and there's no map to help you. And in a lot of the RPGs and a lot of the adventure games, there's absolutely like nothing to help you. You just have to spend hours and hours figuring out what to do, and it's just more challenging that way. So yeah, I like Muri. This retro style is awesome. Oh, I can even jump on guys, that's cool too. Okay, now I'm almost like certain that this game is basically a reskin of Duke 1. The elevators are just exactly like in Duke Nukem 1. Alright. Here we go, including these little barriers. This is also from Duke Nukem 1. And so is the HUD. Very similar. The floppy disks and everything, the flashing floppy disk, the energy bar, menu, everything's like, even the frame around the game is similar to Duke Nukem 1. Wow, unbelievable. Okay. I do jump pretty high though. That's something that Duke 1 can't do. Jump that high. This game is actually much easier than Duke Nukem 1. What the heck is that? What the heck? Something in the shadows. What is that? Yes. MKB. That's cool. Oh, this is a boss level. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's apparently all of episode 1. So yeah, that is Muri, and nothing much to say about this game. It's just a retro game made in 2013, which is kind of surprising, but and it copies a lot from Duke Nukem 1. And in my opinion, it isn't as good as Duke Nukem 1. Like, it tries to be like Duke Nukem 1, but it isn't like Duke Nukem 1 because it's not as challenging as I find. Like, well, first of all, the levels are too short. You see how fast I beat the first episode? It's just a few levels. Levels is a little bit too short. Muri jumps too high. That makes it really easy to do some things. You shouldn't be able to jump that high. And the enemies just aren't challenging enough. Yeah. So this isn't quite Duke Nukem 1. I still prefer Duke 1 over this, and this isn't the worst platformer game I played. It's just a little bit bland, that's all. There's nothing to make it stand out. If you played Commander Keen, Duke Nukem 1, and you played all the other platform games of the day, Jill the Jungle, Exargon, Hocus Pocus, Cosmo, all those games are probably better to play than this game. And I know this game is trying to be old school and stuff, but if we compare it to the DOS games of old, it just cannot stack up to those old games. Even if we compare this side by side, I'm not even counting the fact that this game was made just 2 years ago, but if we compare them side by side and we said, oh, this game was made in 1991 or 1992, would it compare to those games? Duke Nukem 2, or Commander Keen Goodbye Galaxy, or Jill the Jungle, or Exargon, or any of those other platforming games that I reviewed? And I don't think it does. I think this is a little bit let down, but it's cool that we do have a retro-like game made relatively recently. I just don't think this game is that good when you compare it to the old DOS games. And if you were to make a retro game in 2013, we know with current technologies and stuff, at least make it as good as the DOS games you're trying to copy. Yeah, but this isn't even as good. It's just too short, not as challenging, stuff like that. And it just feels like a blatant ripoff of Duke 1. But yeah, that is Muri, and as always, thanks for watching.